Alright, welcome back everybody, welcome back. I'm walking around the truck here one more time. Today we are starting a 37-hour block. This is going all the way to Louisiana, round trip, and then back here to this location here. This is S189 in San Antonio. This is about 10 miles from the house. So I'm pretty close to the house. This contract block pays $1,075, and after fuel surcharge, it's almost around $1,600 total for about 960 miles. So I just checked in. I'm gonna take you guys inside the cab, show you the schedule. Alright guys, this is my scheduled route here. Checked in, I'm bobtailing in, and I'm bobtailing all the way to Houston, picking up a loaded trailer, take it to Port Allen, Louisiana, and then I'm gonna do a 10-hour reset in Louisiana, go to another location in Louisiana, and then start making my way back to Houston, and I will be back early Thursday morning. So I'm all set up right now. Just looked over the truck one last time. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. And yeah, I've never been to Louisiana. Last time I went to Louisiana was about when I was moving to Texas. So I got the truck all washed up this morning. So now, guys, remember the 37-hour block is 2 13-hour shifts. So we are going to complete a 13-hour shift, 10-hour reset, and then do another 13-hour shift. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, appreciate the subscription. For my last video, I am hiring drivers to Nissan to run the Amazon Relay contracts, which I'm doing a contract right now. This would be an example of what a driver will be doing. So you can already see that this is a round trip from the house back to the house, and then I'm going to do another round trip. So it's looking like, you know, for an average driver to be running the full-time contracts, you're looking about 3 or 4 days out the week. You're going to be doing you're going to be back at the house doing a 10-hour reset. But I do the partial contracts. That's enough for me because it's all about the money. I'm comfortable with with a certain amount of money, and I like to be at home. So I did get my hazmat and tanker endorsement, and I am looking at a couple companies to apply for, just so I can get 3 months experience of how to use the equipment, so I can purchase my own equipment. So I am still considering that. I've also seen a couple comments on my last video about hiring people, and it seems like, you know, some people want fuel cards or there's too much money up front. Like, listen, when you're leasing on to these mega companies, Landstar, Prime Inc., they're getting their money by portions, and it's a whole lot of money. So what I'm even charging for you to come up with the cost of your plates and for you to have 2 weeks of fuel, I mean, that's standard. You should have extra money anyways to run for fuel. And it's Amazon pays on a weekly base. They don't pay every day. You don't get to put in paperwork to get paid tomorrow. That's not how Amazon Relay works. It took a while for me to get on track with the system of how to run Amazon Relay, and it was all about mastering the finances for fuel. You had to be one step ahead. And that's the same thing when you're taking time off and you're running Amazon Relay full time. You kind of have to be a step ahead because, you know, they get paid on a weekly schedule. So the minute you miss a week to go on vacation, you got to make sure you got enough funds on the side to cover fuel. So that's, you know, always been on the top of my mind anytime I take time off, is I got to make sure I got money aside for fuel. But that doesn't stop you from getting your own fuel card. You know, I'm not going to provide anybody with a fuel card. I will provide when I purchase a few trucks, and I'm finding drivers to put in these trucks. Those drivers will have fuel cards because those are my trucks. But when it's your truck and your equipment, I'm not giving you no fuel card. And you know, if nobody leases onto me, it is what it is. I don't really. I'm trying to help you out, or a driver out who needs work. And Amazon has consistent work. You know, really, really consistent work. It may not be work that you're gonna like, you know, but it's consistent work. Dropping hooks, lightweight. You know, it's gonna keep you around the house. So, and that's initially what I like. It's lightweight. Speaking of lightweight, guys, I did find an aftermarket rebuild kit for this Volvo Cummins ISX 400. I found the exact rebuild kit I'm gonna need for this model. It's gonna cost me about $3,000. So I'm considering doing a rebuild on this, but we're talking about, you know, you got to do a rebuild, then you got to figure out the whole head situation, get a rebuild head, and do I even want to put new injectors or not, because there's already a couple new pieces in this truck. I already put alternator, water pump, belts. I need it, and I just put new batteries in, so if I do a rebuild, it's going to need a new starter, fuel pump, fuel injection gear, do a rebuild. And I'm still getting quotes on a couple mechanics out here in San Antonio, but I do have to take a drive up there to Gonzalez Truck Repair Shop out there in Dallas to just get a quote on a rebuild up there. I know there's some mechanics out here that are trying to charge $10,000 for a rebuild, and I'm not getting when people buy rebuild kits from Cummins, they're all aftermarket parts. So when you're saying you're buying a Cummins rebuild kit, that's bragging rights, because anything you buy from the dealer is all aftermarket. So I found an aftermarket rebuild kit online from a company out here in Texas, northern Texas, and I just gotta do a little bit more research on who's gonna rebuild it, you know, where I'm gonna take it to rebuild. And then it's the whole planning out the rebuild, right? Because if this truck goes down for a rebuild, I'm going to be out of work for X amount of time, so it would only be right to maybe sit the truck out for a couple months, register the other truck, and then get this one through a rebuild. I have considered selling this truck. I'm just not going to get, I'm not going to get anything back what I put into it. So it just doesn't make any sense getting rid of it just yet. I don't like bobtailing, guys. Like, bobtailing is like a love and hate thing. You know, you like it because you might save the fuel mileage, but it's just too bumpy, man. Like, I would rather just have an empty trailer, at least an empty trailer. But during the evening times and at the Amazon facilities, you're more than likely not going to have an empty trailer available, so they'll just update the schedule to bobtail right away, so you're not waiting there. We'll go ahead and type in that referral code, download the Mud Flap app and type in that referral code. And I'm going to show you guys here. Let's see. So we're in Houston right now. So the Mud Flap app pretty much will give you a bunch of fuel discounts and a bunch of different locations. So I started off in San Antonio, and I knew I was going to make my way towards Louisiana. So I wanted to top off on fuel. So then I found a fuel point. I was in Katy, and then I got to make my way towards Louisiana, so I wanted to get the best price on fuel. So I kind of went around, and I was able to find a good spot on fuel for $3.37. Typed it in on my my map. It was about 30 minutes away from Katy, wherever I was. Got off the highway, went there. You type in a code, it links to your bank account, and then they have a tablet inside the store, and then you start pumping off. And then it showed that I saved $11 on fuel, but obviously I saved more because right now the average fuel is around the 350, 360, and I was able to get it for 337. And then in the San Antonio area, we're around 360 or 370. So I got it, you know, almost 40 to 50 cents cheaper just traveling towards Houston. So if you don't have the Mudflap app, it's a great way to save. They're adding more locations every day. Yeah, and this is probably the best app that I've used so far for fuel savings. Day 2 of the 37-hour contract. I'm out here in Louisiana. We're actually taking this trailer back to Houston. This trailer was actually ready last night, but I needed some rest, so I did my 10-hour reset in the Amazon parking lot, and yeah, now we're just gonna head back towards Houston, pick up an empty trailer, take it to another spot, and then hopefully around 11 p.m. tonight, my final trailer to take back to San Marcos, and an empty trailer back to San Antonio from San Marcos. So we're gonna go ahead and check out. I already pre-tripped my trailer and stuff like that. It's about it's almost 4 p.m. So I know I'm gonna be hitting traffic around Houston. So I gotta figure out again if I want to re-top off on fuel. I'll get the schedule for the second 37-hour contract in the morning, early in the morning. I'll get the schedule. So right after this trip, or after this 13-hour shift, I'm gonna go home and do a 10-hour reset, and then we're gonna come out and do everything over again. But I don't know the route until the morning. So I'm pulling up to the gate here so they can check me out with the trailer, and then we're gonna get out of here, head back to Texas. We're about 3 hours away from the state line. There's no way stations going in the direction. I already passed the way stations in the Louisiana area. So
I'm a love giver, searching for glory, I'm a strong winner. Throw me the ball cause I'm a hard hitter. Only be swimming in the deep river. I'm a love giver, holding on to all the best things in life. I'll be pushing on through every second